Hello there, and welcome to this Master Mode guide video. We've reached the fourth boss of our Dread Fortress adventure, Corruptor Zero. Group composition for this one is 2 tanks. Just like in Veteran Mode, they'll need to swap on the Corruption Nanites debuff, 4 DPS, and I would strongly advise one of them being ranged. It's not mission critical, but it will make your life easier. And finally, we have our 2 healers. There are only 3 changes from Veteran Mode to Master Mode. The first you'll see is there are more unified beams. He'll do a single unified beam almost immediately after entering the fight, another when he passes 70% health, and potentially another when he passes 35% health, although if you can push him into burn before he does it, then he skips it. Next up is the concussion mine mechanic. He puts a mine on 2 individual players, and these mines must be cleared separately. You clear them just like in Veteran Mode by running it into the boss. However, if both players try and do this at the same time, it causes catastrophic amounts of damage to anybody stood nearby, and more often than not will wipe your group. There is a fairly simple way to overcome this mechanic, and it's why I suggested bringing a ranged DPS in your group composition. And one final thing, more of a nuisance factor than an actual mechanic, all of the adds have the boss immunity buff, making them immune to crowd control, so no sleeps, no snares, no slows. So let's roll the clips and see it in action, and discuss our strategy for getting this boss killed.
Alright, pulling in 3, 2, and 1. Actually, the healer can pull it.
So to kick things off, we smash through this opening pack of adds, and then when Corruptor Zero lands, he's immediately going to do a unified beam. Keep your eyes open for a red circle on the floor before Corruptor Zero himself lands. If you're playing a ranged character, you can also get a bit of a feel for where he's landing based on your character's rifle position or gun position. Either way, you need to be quick on your feet to avoid this first beam. We're going to tank the boss against our chosen pillar, and tank swap after 2 or 3 stacks of the Corruption Nanites. Everybody else is now going to stack up on, or preferably just behind the boss, with the exception of 1 player. And this player is going to bait one of the concussion mines. Corruptor Zero will always throw a mine on a player at range from him, and if the rest of the group is stacked on him, the second mine will go on a random non-tank, and that mine is going to immediately be cleared if we're stood next to him. Once that's happened, the only thing we need to do is bring the ranged player into melee, clear their mine, and they can then move away. We choose to use a ranged DPS for this. You could use a healer.
Don't taunt until I manage to perform the mass taunt. Now you can take the boss now.
You can see here we're using the line of sight technique to draw the adds in so we can AoE them down quickly. All the while our ranged player is staying away from the main group.
Yeah, this was a nice one. Miko, there will be an anti-grav field.
Anti-grav field, exactly the same as Veteran Mode. Use any speed boost that you have to get yourself out quickly.
You have every right to be terrified.
Next set of units is range.
I'm coming.
Yours. Be sure to tuck in with me, I have 2 stacks.
Fear my army. All units, annihilate.
Yeah, tuck in with Riggs. Go and hug Riggs. Riggs.
I'm coming.
You have every right to be
out.
terrified.
Mass taunt. Stepping back. I got it. I got caught, but I have a tank adrenaline.
Eyes peeled now, because Corruptor Zero is about to jump away and do another unified beam.
Grab him.
Pumped. Stay.
It's important that somebody gets line of sight on the boss after this beam. If you're all still hiding behind the pillar, you can reset.
To be terrified.
I'll let the footage roll for a little while so you can hear the calls and the communication amongst the group.
I'm coming.
And I'll come back to you when Corruptor Zero passes 35%.
Mine as well.
Yours.
You
Mine's
have
out as well.
every right to be
Two steps,
terrified.
by the way. By the time I finish the sentence, two steps away.
Hiding around the corner.
Yeah, we're gonna swap.
Mine. Stay near me.
I'm coming.
Fear my army.
There we wanted. Big
I don't like
two stacks.
single and mustang.
Engaging
This
offensive
is about
weapons
to
level.
jump.
Omega.
Oh.
You will not win. You are not allowed to win.
Mine. So we've just broke the 35% health window, and he now has the opportunity to do another single unified beam, depending on the timings of the fight and your DPS.
Fear
If you can push him below 30, he will skip the single unified beam and go into the burn phase, which starts with the quad beam. And there's the 30% window broken, so he should, if he behaves himself, go into burn soon.
I will disassemble the lot of you.
Okay, he's jumping.
Okay, he's jumping.
Stay,
And this is
stay.
The quad jump is exactly the same as veteran mode, just alternating which side he jumps to and shoots through. Once you've done 4, it's a straight burn then to the end, with the tank swapping for the corruption knights as before.
Engaging offensive weapons level. Omega.
I'm behind.
Engaging offensive weapons level. Omega.
Is he the last one?
Yep.
Yes.
Horses on Urix.
You have every right to be terrified.
Got a pocket full of cooldown.
I think I will just down it.
You have every right to be terrified.
You too, Bozo.
You will not win. You are not allowed to win.
Okay, this was really nice. This is actually nice.
As we close in on the kill here, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching the video.
Okay.
Don't forget to like and subscribe,
Are you going to take
share
Oh,
these videos amongst your communities. But until next time, good hunting, and I'm out.